have you seen the sky today?
It was just a regular, normal morning. I went for a run to the kitchen to make myself some breakfast, but then I sat down to watch the news.
This just in, an unidentified robot is speeding through our solar system, headed straight for Earth. Governments are urging people to prepare for total destruction,
as the robot is set to arrive in only 3 days.
He's got a cannon for an arm!
No one knows where it's from or what it wants, but one thing's for sure.
It's really spooky.
We only got 3 days! We're all gonna
Dude, this is my entire feed right now. This is my entire feed right now! Yeah, my whole feed's blowing up too. Just give me a second.
My first thought, this couldn't be happening.
This is really bad!
I had to see it for myself. There was just no way this could be real. But it turns out... it was real. Okay, this isn't good. What am I gonna do? What? There's a robot coming in 3 days? How are we gonna survive this? Wait, how are we gonna Okay, I got this.
So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna build some crazy battle armor that not only protects me from this robot, but also allows me to fight back if I have to. So in order to do this right, I'm gonna need a power shield, a melee weapon, and really cool cannons that strap to my back. Kinda like Blastoise.
Now, I really didn't have much to work with besides these plastic sports pads, so I would have to upgrade those with metal later on.
But for now, I'm just gonna start building my shield onto this shin guard. All right, to build a shield, I'm gonna need some sort of metal plate to attach right here. Kinda like this. Oh, that might be a little too big. So I'm thinking something a little more like this. But isn't that a little too small? Yes, but if we can make this thing spin, the shield could also be a weapon. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's good idea.
Yeah, I think a spinning saw blade shield would be really cool.
I mean, this just looks crazy, but I do have one problem. Not only do I have to mount this thing on my arm, but I also need a way to make it spin.
Now, I could definitely make it spin by attaching it to a drill.
But I can't exactly just mount a drill on my arm. But if I remove the motor from the drill, it'll be a lot smaller and I won't have to deal with all this size.
Now, lucky for me, I already had a drill that I rewired for these weird turbo shoot things that I made, so I was just gonna use that drill motor. I just had to open it up so I could take all the electronics out, cut the giant handle part off the drill, and then I could put it back together with all the rerouted electronics.
Okay, so now that I have this, I need to attach it to my arm.
So for that, I just grabbed this metal bracket and started cutting off a bunch of parts I didn't need. So then I started drilling some holes into the bracket and the shin guard so I could screw the shin guard to the bracket. And then I also put this angled extension thing on the drill.
Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. This is gonna go on my arm. The trigger is gonna go right here on this handle. The battery, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the battery yet, but this thing is gonna go right here and the saw blade is gonna go on this. So I just need to get this on here.
Okay, so to hold this on here, I used this crazy strong metal epoxy glue stuff in a bunch of zip ties, because let's be real, if I've got a saw blade spinning around on my arm, I really can't afford to have that thing flying off.
All right, I am officially out of metal epoxy. I really hope that this is gonna hold, but I guess I'm just gonna wait for it to dry and find out.
So I just waited for it to dry and found out.
All right, this is all dry. It's looking pretty sweet. I just gotta finish, putting the battery and the trigger on here, so I gotta rewire all this. Okay, this thing is all set up. We're all wired up here. It looks crazy, and it works really good. So now, it's saw time. You wanna play a game? You wanna play a game? What? You wanna play a game? Like Saw? You said Saw time. How do you know what Saw is? You're not supposed to watch scary movies. What? No, I don't know what Saw is. You said Saw. One. I don't know what it is. I saw it on a meme. Two. Boxing Glove Guy let me watch it. He said it was okay. Boxing Glove Guy!
The construction of my power shield was complete, and it was glorious. The only thing left to do was try it out.
Yo, dude, could you throw that car at me? I want to block it like a shield and see how it works. Oh, yeah, dude. All right, ready? Ready. was sick. It works. All right, now that we've finished our power shield, it's time to start working on the melee weapon. And for that, I'm thinking I'm gonna strap a sword to my arm, because that would be really cool.
And I just so happened to have a katana that would be perfect for this. But there was one problem. My katana was gone. Somebody must have stolen it when I wasn't looking, but I had to,
What's this guy's deal? I have no idea.
Well, if I was gonna survive this robot attack, I needed to finish this battle suit, which means I need to find that sword.
Okay, now don't move. Shing. Whoa, hey! No, you can't be doing that. Why can't I? Soxus does this type of thing in the free comic book all the time. Soxus is a talented swordsman from outer space. I'm from outer space! That's not the point, but where is Soxus anyway? I don't know, he's out delivering food. What? Yeah, he said he had to deliver a cold plate of vengeance or something. Oh, good, you found it. I was starting to worry that... Okay, now that I've got my katana, I gotta figure out a way to get it to attach to my arm. Now, I don't want to attach the entire katana to my arm, so I think what I'm gonna do is get this blade all by itself. So I have to remove the handle and the hilt and everything. So once I have just the blade, I can attach the blade to my arm like this. What do you guys think? Oh, that'll be sweet. Oh, yeah.
So I started taking the handle off the katana, and let me tell you, this was not designed to be taken apart. It was extremely difficult, took a really long time. I had to use multiple tools to get this thing off of here, but eventually we got there.
Yes! Okay, here we go. The blade is perfectly isolated and ready to be attached to my arm. This is crazy. Let's go. Okay, well now that I've got the blade all by itself, I need a way to attach it to the shin guard.
But it turns out attaching a katana blade to a shin guard is a little harder than I thought.
All right, I think I might have figured something out. This blade has this tiny little hole in it, and I think if I put brackets on the shin guard, and then I have a screw go through the brackets into the blade, that should hold it nice and secure. Let's give it a shot.
All right, I've got some brackets here. I just need a bolt that can fit through that hole.
And also, my sock has been turning around in my shoe all week, so it's like upside down by the end of the day, and I have no idea why. So if anyone has any tips or tricks on how to walk properly, leave them in the comments. I would really appreciate it. All right, I think we got one, and we have a winner. Let's go. Let's do this.
So I went ahead and started drilling holes into the shin guard, then I attached the blade to the brackets, and then I bolted the brackets to the shin guard. And it came out pretty cool.
Okay, now this thing looks super sick, but there are two major problems. One, the sword is not super secure on the shin guard, and two, the shin guard is not super secure on my arm. So what I'd like to do is maybe fasten a handle to the blade so I can hold it and have way more control over that, and then also maybe throw another screw in here.
But when I went to go drill through the blade, something crazy happened. I realized that I couldn't just drill through this blade. This blade was special. This blade wasn't only $30 on Amazon. This blade was forged in the depths of the galaxy by an intergalactic swordsmith made with materials impervious to any man-made tools.
What are we gonna do? Well, I can't drill it, and I'm all out of metal glue, so that leaves me with... Oh no.
I knew exactly what I had to do, but I didn't like it one bit. But if I was gonna secure that katana blade, I was gonna have to weld it. But here's the thing, I'm terrified of welding, because welding almost killed me.
Okay, now I know that probably sounds super dramatic, but here's the thing. When I was in high school, I took a welding class, and one day while welding, I burned myself on a piece of metal. And that burn got super infected, and turned into this spooky red line that went from the burn all the way up my arm into my armpit. And the doctor at the emergency room told me that when an infection like that gets to your armpit, you've got about 20 minutes before it gets to your heart. Once it gets to your heart, there's nothing they can do for you. So I never welded again after that, and I was terrified, and I'm still terrified.
But that robot was coming whether I liked it or not. So in times like this, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Please don't kill me. Yo, hold up. I did it. I mean, it looks horrible. It's a really sloppy weld, but I did it. That wasn't all that scary. I can weld. That's it. We're back.
Yeah, so now that the blade was on there super secure, I decided to add a handle on there too, because I can weld now. So yeah, that came out sweet.
All right, you ready to see this? I'm gonna show you, but you have to promise not to freak out. Isn't this so gnarly, dude? Like, this handle is so secure. Like, this thing is like crazy. Yo! That is a clean cut. I love this thing. This thing is so sick. This is my new favorite thing in the world.
I gotta do one more. I gotta do one more and then I'm done. Okay, alright.
It's just so satisfying. It's just so satisfying. Like, yeah! And that's just a small sample of what that robot's gonna be dealing with when he messes with me. All right, yeah, we're moving on to the next build.
Now, as stoked as I was to have two crazy builds on my arms, I had nothing to protect my body, and if I wanted to stand a chance against that robot, I was gonna have to build those cannons.
Hey, so how about this robot? Oh yeah, the robot. Yeah, robot.
What's going on, dude? The robot comes tomorrow. It's all I can think about. It's all anyone talks about. He's gonna destroy everything. Yeah, I know. It's really scary, but like, all we can do is hope for the best, you know? I'm making Blastoise cannons today. Maybe that'll help us survive the robot. Yeah, that's a good idea. Blastoise is pretty cool. Yeah, he's probably my favorite Pokemon. He's your favorite? Yeah, what's wrong with Blastoise? Nothing, he's fine. He's just, not a favorite. Well, who's your favorite Pokemon? I don't know, Apom. I can't think of anything because all I have to think about is the robot. All right, well, I gotta get to work. How about you watch some TV to get your mind off things?
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, it's Blastoise.
It's the robot.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, if I'm gonna build cannons that sit on my shoulders like Blastoise, I'm gonna need to build them on my back and have them curve up onto my shoulders. Now, I've built a lot of PVC cannons in the past, like my dodgeball bazooka, my rocket punch cannons, my mech suit, my tank, but I've never made cannons that
Curve like this, but honestly,
I don't know if it's even gonna work.
But you know, in times like this, there's only one thing to do. Build it and find out. So I quickly gathered up all the fittings and pipes and different stuff that I would need for this build, and I cut all the pipes to size.
Now I have everything I need to build these cannons, but we've got a problem. These cannons need to strap to my back, right? Well, I've got this body armor I can attach it to, but this body armor is plastic, and plastic's not gonna protect me from anything. So while I build the cannons, you go ahead and upgrade the armor with metal. Sounds good.
So yeah, this was the final part of this whole build, and what the heck? My sock is upside down again. What is going on? But anyway, I was running out of time and I could just feel the pressure building and building. This robot was coming tomorrow, and I have never been more scared in my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this thing that could quite possibly blow me up. This is scary. All right, let me explain how this even works. These two things are propane torches that, as you can see, are hooked to these tubes that go back here to the bottom of the cannons. Big explosion happens inside the chamber, forcing air out of this hole right here, shooting whatever I put in there out. Which brings me to my next problem. I don't know what I'm gonna shoot out of here because like Blastoise shoots water. I can't put water in here. So I guess I'm just gonna shoot stuff. You know what? Actually, I figured it out. We're gonna do tennis balls. Tennis balls are gonna be way too small for that, so we're gonna have to make them a little bigger.
So we just wrapped them up with tape until they were the right size.
All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna be honest here, I'm really nervous about this thing being so close to my face. I feel like it's gonna just blow my face off or something, but gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, what? That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. Wow, okay. Okay, these things are pretty sweet. Oh no. The robot's here already? He's early. He was supposed to come tomorrow morning. Well, no time to keep testing things out.
All right, guys, that robot's coming in hot. Are you ready? Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I just gotta... Where's Soxus?
Hello?
Dude, where are you?
I'm at a comic book signing in the park, signing free comic books.
Oh, you mean the free Soxus comic book that anyone can get for free by scanning the QR code and putting in their email?
Yeah, the one that they'll get for free by scanning the QR code and joining the Soxus Mail Club.
Well, dude, the robot's on his way. I need your help.
Bro, my hand is way too sore from signing comic books all day. I can't even pick up my sword, so you're gonna have to handle this one on your own.
All right, boxing glove guy, I guess it's just you and me. All right, let's do this. Let's go kick some robot butt.
I stand alone. Neon that dive, no return. Nowhere to hide as the city lights
What do you want?
You talking to me?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I don't know. Just chilling.
Hey, get out of here, robot! Earth is taken!
Yeah, this is our planet to conquer.
Yeah, go find a different planet to destroy.
What? I'm not here to destroy Earth.
You're not?
Nah, the only thing I'm looking to conquer is a sandwich.
So you're telling me that you're not an evil villain from space bent on world domination?
No. But it seems like those guys are.
Yeah, those are the bad guys. They're like always causing trouble.
You want to beat them up?
So if you need me, won't you come? If you're in trouble, just call.
You know, everyone was all worried about this robot coming to destroy Earth, but it turns out he was a really chill guy, which made me realize that I've been afraid of a lot of things that also turned out to not be that big of a deal. So, you know, maybe next time you're worried about something you see on the internet or something someone said on TV, you take a deep breath and remember that things are often not as scary as they first seem. And that's all I got.